Decadent black forest cake with cherry filling, whipped cream frosting sprinkled with grated chocolate. So the rich, moist chocolate cake is baked in the Instant Pot. Hey everyone, this is Taz and welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's doing great. Anyone craving for a delicious cake? If so, keep watching this video. I'm going to show you guys how to make black forest cake in the Instant Pot. So first we are going to bake the cake in the Instant Pot and then do the whipped cream frosting. This is going to be a moist and delicious cake, perfect for any party, special occasions and for any day. So guys, let's get started. First, let's mix all the dry ingredients to a bowl, adding half cup all-purpose flour. Next, adding half cup unsweetened cocoa powder. So here I'm adding 1:1 ratio flour and cocoa powder. So that will make the chocolate cake really rich and it will have an intense cocoa taste. If you don't like that intense rich cocoa taste, you can add 3/4 cup flour and 1/4 cup cocoa powder. 1½ teaspoon baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon salt. So these are our dry ingredients. Mix everything well and keep it aside. Next, let's make the wet ingredients to a large bowl, adding 1 cup powdered sugar, or if you have icing sugar, you can add that. And then let's add 3 large eggs at room temperature. Using a whisk, let's combine the powdered sugar and eggs and beat it well without any lumps. If you have an electric hand mixer, you can use that and beat it at medium speed until everything has well combined. To the beaten powdered sugar and eggs, let's add half cup oil. So I'm adding light olive oil. So you can add any kind of mild and light tasting oil. 1½ teaspoon vanilla extract, so make sure to add pure vanilla extract. To the wet ingredients, let's add the flour mix. I'm going to add the flour mix in 3 additions. So this is the first addition, and using a silicone spatula, give it a good mix and let's add 1/4 cup milk and combine it well. So next, let's add the second addition, flour mix, and give it a good mix, and the remaining 1/4 cup milk. So I've added total half cup milk, and next let's add the third addition, flour mix, and give it a good mix. Combine it thoroughly using the silicone spatula. As you can see, there are some lumps, so I'm going to use a whisk and then whisk it really well till there are no lumps. Alright, so this is a perfect chocolate cake batter. So keep this aside. I have taken 8-inch diameter springform pan. You can also use a regular round cake pan. So next I'm going to grease the pan with melted butter. So using a pastry brush, spreading butter on the bottom and the sides of the pan, and I'm also going to line the pan with parchment paper. Spread the butter on the parchment paper as well. Next, let's pour the cake batter onto the pan. I'm going to use my Instant Pot Duo Crisp and air fryer for baking the cake. So I'm placing the stainless steel pot into the main pot and then place the trivet into the stainless steel pot. I found slight dripping from the sides of the springform pan, so I wrapped the bottom of the pan with aluminum foil and placed the pan on the trivet. Let's close the pot with the air fryer lid. So here I'm using Instant Pot Duo Crisp and air fryer model. So this one has the bake feature. So let's click on bake. And let's set the temperature to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and going to set the time to 40 minutes. So this is very similar to baking in an oven. So if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can bake it in the oven, same temperature 350 degrees Fahrenheit and 40 minutes. In other Instant Pot models like Instant Pot Duo or Ultra, they don't have the bake feature. In Instant Pot Ultra model, it has the cake feature, so you can use that. It's basically pressure cooking, so you have to add 1 cup water to the stainless steel pot and then also close the cake pan with aluminum foil while pressure cooking. It's been 40 minutes, so let's open the lid. So here is the baked chocolate cake. So let's insert a knife into the center and let's see if the center has cooked well. You can insert a knife or fork or a toothpick into the center of the cake, and if it comes out clean, it has baked perfectly. The pot is very hot, so wear a mitten and take the cake pan out of the stainless steel pot. As you can see, the top part of the cake has turned into a crust, so this can happen when we bake in the Instant Pot. So allow the cake to cool down completely. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to remove the cake from the pan. Run a knife around the edge of the pan, so this will release the cake from the pan. So the cake is out of the pan. Let's remove the parchment paper and place it on a cake stand. So next, using a sharp knife, I'm going to trim the top part of the cake. So it has turned brown and it's a bit crusty. So I'm going to level it and trim the top part. So only the top part of the cake is crusty. The inside is very moist and soft. So next, using a serrated knife, I'm going to halve the cake. So be very gentle and halve the cake. Here are the cake halves, and I really love the texture of this cake. It has turned really soft. Next, I'm going to spread cherry filling on the cake half. So this is store-bought. So this is the cherry filling used for making pies. You can also make this from scratch. It's basically you have to cook cherries with sugar and make into a sauce. So spread it evenly on one of the cake halves. Let's place the other cake half on top of the cherry filling. Keep this aside. Next, let's make whipped cream frosting. So I'm using a stand mixer. So to the bowl, adding 1.5 cups heavy whipping cream. So it has to be heavy whipping cream and the whipping cream has to be cold. As soon as you take it out of the refrigerator, we have to whip it. Adding 1/4 cup powdered sugar and using the whisk attachment, let's beat it at high speed till soft peaks have formed. Soft peaks have formed, so this is perfect. Our whipped cream frosting is ready. After we make the whipped cream frosting, we have to frost the cake right away. So if you're not using the frosting right away, keep it in the refrigerator. Otherwise, it might lose its texture. Using an angled spatula, cover the cake with the whipped cream frosting. So if there are any imperfections, we can cover with the frosting. So that's the best part about frosting the cake. I love this angled spatula or offset spatula. So if you don't have one, please get one. So this will really help us in frosting the cake. Generously spread the frosting on the top and sides of the cake. Here is the frosted cake, so it has a much cleaner look right now. I separated the cherries from the cherry filling, so next I'm going to top the frosted cake with the cherries. You can also use fresh cherries. So I placed all the cherries on top of the cake. Next, I'm going to sprinkle grated chocolate, or you can also use shaved chocolate all over the cake, on the top and on the sides of the cake. After topping the cake with cherries and sprinkling with grated chocolate, I realized I forgot to do the rosette decor. So I removed the cherries from the cake. So that's quite optional, but I want to do it. Use 2M star-shaped tip and then pipe the rosettes on top of the cake. Much better with the rosettes. So next, on top of the rosette, I'm going to place the cherries. here is the stunning Black Forest cake, and we baked the chocolate cake in the Instant Pot. So we have to keep this in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. So that's when the frosting and the cake will set well and it will taste really delicious. I know it's very tempting to indulge in this cake right away after we frost it, but trust me guys, if you keep this in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours, it will taste delicious. After 2 hours, I took it out of the refrigerator. So next, let's slice the cake. Here you have it guys, decadent Black Forest cake that's baked in the Instant Pot. So this has turned out incredibly yummy. So do give this recipe a try and let me know your feedback. So if you have liked this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. I'll be back with more Instant Pot cooking videos. Until then, happy cooking, take care and bye.